gardening friends. Today it's really cold. It was been cold yesterday, and we're supposed to have frost both days, but I don't think it. Maple tree. I just grab a hold. Really still hanging on. I just love these grape hyacinths. Look up this and see what it is. Russian sage or something. I don't know. I wonder if all these tulips are closed because it's so cold. Do they open and close with the temperature? Now this hyacinth, I need to come out and prune that off because it's done blooming. This winter alkanite, it's done blooming. These hostas are just coming up. There's some way out here. There's some over here. This is supposed to be a flowering crab, but I don't know what time it blooms. It hasn't been doing too much blooming. It has grown a little bit since we bought it, but it's not been blooming a whole lot. Dug this bush out of here. It's honeysuckle bush. Look at all these grape hyacinths. I just love the way those multiply. I need to get in here and start trying to get rid of this creeping Jenny. I think there's some grasses in there too. Here my honeysuckle's growing pretty well. I planted this here because I thought that it would attract hummingbirds. So we'll see if it does. This here is a ground cover phlox. It's blooming. Here is where I pulled up all of those daylilies that were just crowding everything else out. And so I'm going to start planting moss roses there. Probably nothing else. They're not very good with other plants. But if you leave them there by themselves, they will reseed. And this is a trumpet vine. Planted here last year, or the year before, I don't remember now. And it has supposed to attract hummingbirds. This is Laetris. It's not even started growing yet this year. Here's all this honeysuckle up here. So I planted honeysuckle and trumpet vine together. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is the Laetris starting right there. I probably should just cut these off. Here's some more trumpet vine. See, it's growing on old wood. There. So it's honeysuckle and there's trumpet vine right there. Just starting out this year. I planted this stuff over here because it's supposed to be for pollinators. And I've forgotten what it is. What's Russian? I don't know what it is. Agastanchi? I don't know. Here's my rose. I pruned it way back this year. It's Mr. Lincoln. And this is my yarrow. I have to remember. And all these daylilies. I'm starting to, instead of pulling those up, just cut them down. And then they grow back, but it sets them back. There's peonies over here. Here's a hardy lily coming up. And I think that's a stargazer lily, if I remember correctly. It's been so cool that these strawberries I planted are not doing much of anything. They're not dying. They're just not growing. But then it's so cool. But you can see how they're kind of sticking their heads above the ground, right there, and here. And here's these blueberry plants that I did plant here, but I'm going to move those over to the side. And this asparagus I planted here has not done anything yet. I'm not filling in the holes until after the asparagus comes up. But when it does come up, it'll be really super hard to see because the stalks will be so thin. This strawberry plant has a bloom on it. Right there. Well, maybe there's going to be a strawberry there. That'll be one of my jobs here in the coming up days, is to come out here and take up these dandelions. Bluebells are blooming real nice. These are Virginia bluebells. See how they start out pink? And then they go to blue. Here's some daffodils that need to have the brown part cut off. Here's some that are still blooming. Here's coral bells. Here's a tulip that's not bloomed yet. Here's, what kind of tulip is that? Here's grape hyacinths. I can't remember the name of this at the moment. I'll have to look that up. Here is Brunnera macrophylla. I don't know what else you call it, but look, it's blooming. I don't think I've ever had it bloom before. So it's got these tiny blue flowers. See? Brunnera macrophylla. I'm sure of the name, but I don't know what the common name is. Common names are a lot more common to me. I think this is so pretty. These Virginia bluebells, they're pink and blue. I love wildflowers a lot more than the big fancy hybridized ones. I think they ruin a lot of flowers by hybridizing them. This here is bleeding heart. It's not blooming yet though. One of the things in the future I got planned is this honeysuckle bush is coming out. Maybe put some North Star cherries or something in here. They're bush cherries. You can see how the bluebells are spreading over here and here. They are able to contend with the vinca minor. Just a lot of plants have a hard time going along with the vinca minor. These are grape hyacinths. I love those, just little wildflowers. They just keep spreading all over the place. These are daffodils. Look at that. These little daffodils. And the grape hyacinths spreading all out over the place over here. And here they are over here. They can just spread all they want. I like them. Here's peonies. And here's more peonies. Be blooming by Memorial Days. Here's a tulip. More peonies coming on. This looks like a damn honeysuckle bush I have to get rid of. Those things just come up everywhere. I'll be glad when I get rid of that. These tulips. Here's this hardy lily I planted over here yesterday. I dug it up out front there. And there's another one over here. Put it here. When it's cool like this, that's the time to move things. When the sun is not going to make them wilt. When you move a plant, you destroy the root structure. They have what they're called root hairs, which actually are the ones that suck up the water out of the plant, out of the ground. So when you move those, you tear all those off. And that's why a lot of times plants wilt after you move them, which is why it helps to move them when they're dormant, or at least when it's really cold. Here, these are bleeding hearts. Dicentra spectrabilis. This plant's been grown here. This is lamium that's blooming with these yellow flowers. There's different varieties of it, but I have the one with greenish leaves. And this is agropodium, I think, snow on the mountain. It's even growing out in here to the grass, although I still mow it right over to here every year. And this is vinca minor blooming right here. You see the flowers, they almost look like violets. They're all over the place in here. About the same time as the tulips. Here's Julie feeding her kitties. I did a whole video on the cats that Julie feeds. And surprisingly enough, that's had like 50 likes. People must have liked that. So you ought to watch that video called The Cat That Lives in My Garden. All of these hardy lilies that have just multiplied for one. Isn't that something? Here's some more. used to think that this was fenced more, but now I'm not so sure. And here's some more grape hyacinths, more hardy lilies, all these tulips. And I don't know what this is. I have to look it up. These peonies getting ready to bloom. Sedum. It'd be knee high and have red flowers on the top. I'm not sure what this is. I forgot now. I know I just planted it last year. I just love all of these grape hyacinths everywhere. There's a hardy lily coming up. I just planted this spring. Already I forgot what it is. Seems to be doing okay. These are loose strife. And this is, these are violets. American violets. Hyacinths all the way through here with the tulips. And these are, it's not North Star cherry, but it's a small bush type cherry. Those are the ones I should plant over there too after I take out the honeysuckle bush. Here's Stachy's Byzantia. I think it's got really fuzzy ears, white. It's green leaves with white fuzzy leaves. We call it bunny rabbit's ears, but there's a lot of names for it. Here's some cornflower. I just moved back here a couple of days ago. Centuria and some hollyhocks. The leaves down here are doing okay. The ones up here are kind of wilted. I just moved them here a couple of days ago. Oh, look at this. Grape hyacinths down in there. I forgot what this is. I planted it there last year. There's more there. Here's more here. All the tulips.